This is Terry.
You are listening to Radio Eastern FM 98.1.
With live and exclusive coverage of the EFNL football season, bringing you the match of the day with score updates from all divisions.
And now we cross to our commentary team for the Radio Eastern 98.1 Match of the Day coverage.
How cool's that? Good morning and welcome to Coldstream for this morning's Deakin University Women's Match of the Round. It is round 3 and it is also... this round is for the Pat Cronin Foundation. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on today as well as this morning. But what a pleasant Saturday morning we've got, despite the fact it's a little bit cold. My name's John O'Van and it's great to be here alongside Blake Tennant and Josh Ward, who we'll introduce a little bit later on. But we do have a very special guest here in the box. The coach of Croydon North M-Lock, affectionately known as Lumpy. His name's Glenn Murray. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So you're off to an interesting start this season. Obviously, the one win to kick off your season. But how have you found, indeed, last week and coming into a new division, I suppose?
Our first game of the season was really good. It was an eye-opener, but we worked on a lot of things. And when you come up against South Croydon, you've got to be on your game. So we learned a lot that we don't lie down and we just got to fight every game out, so they're improving. So
when you look at a team like Coldstream, I guess coming into today, you two are fairly evenly poised. How do you expect, I suppose, this game to go today with that in mind?
Well, I'm hoping we win.
Indeed.
But as long as we play our best footy, I'll be happy with it. I'm not worried about how they're situated. If we get ourselves right, we should come away with a good game. So hopefully we win, but we'll just have to see what happens.
Lumpy, it's great to chat with you. And how have the girls embraced the move back to Division 3, where 2 years or in 2022 you were minor premiers and made the grand final that season?
Yeah, look, I think it's a good move because we've got a lot of new girls, and they're actually learning the game. When they coach, other coaches will just say, get the ball and just kick it. They've got to learn the structure. They've got to learn how to play the game. So we've been working on quite a few things now, and hopefully we'll get better through the season.
And who are some of those new players to keep a close eye on this season? There's obviously some pretty familiar names. But
yeah, well, we've got Mon back, which is a big blessing. We've got... I don't know who the original team was, so I've just got to go through all the girls because as far as I'm concerned, they're all new to me.
Yeah.
So getting to know them, but there's a couple of new girls that are going to play their game. One's going to play her first game today, which is pretty promising. So we're just going to build a team. Yeah.
G'day, Lumpy. It's Blake Tennant here. I just want to follow up. There's a couple of players that have really had a great start to the season as well. You know, going through, I would say your three best players last week: Lucy Nation, Lauren Vesterweisen, and Jen Goldsworthy. You must be happy about how their progress is coming into this year.
Oh, they've actually improved so much. Our pre-season was good. They never missed one. And you can see the results. Their kicking's better, their marking's better. And as I said to the girls, and I say to all our teams, is if we take a mark, we take pressure off ourselves. If we drop the mark, we put pressure on ourselves. So we've just got a lot of things that we're going to work on, yeah.
Yep. So coming through, Coldstream, of course, they've come up from Division 4. But the question I want to ask, and I usually ask all coaches, is what are you expecting from Coldstream today? They're obviously got a big ground here today, of course, but what are you looking forward to? What are you expecting from them?
Well, I'm expecting a hard game, and I'm expecting them to because I actually started the team in 2020.
Wow.
Coldstream. So... to see some of the familiar faces out there like Stacey and all that sort of stuff. So they're going to come out to prove something. So I think it's going to be a tough contest.
I know that the great Brittany Gretsch, she obviously celebrated her 200th game and kicked her 400th goal.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, I suppose she's been missing for the past couple of weeks, is that for any particular reason, or is she just maybe taking a back seat and letting the new players come through?
I've got no. I met her at one of the practice matches, and she played for us against Mitcham. I think she's just in a transition whether she wants to keep playing footy.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that she does, and because we'd love to have her back. So
she's still around the camp, or?
Well, we still hear from her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really good. So hopefully she will turn up and have a couple of games for us.
Absolutely.
Which will be good.
Thanks so much, Lumpy, for joining us. Enjoy today's match of the round.
All right, thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Glenn Lumpy Murray there.
So,
and it is fantastic to have such great access to the coaches. Let's get back to introducing our commentary team. Alongside me in the commentary position is Blake Tennant. We've heard from you already, but good morning to you, Blake. How are you?
Yeah, good. First game of the year, calling wise. You're obviously hearing my whispers voices in the background there.
You might have to whisper today. So we're right near the
We're right there. We are indeed. And good day. I'd like to say, obviously I live 10 minutes away from here, but this is about God's country. So we're crossing through down the back of God's country down here. It's meant to be. It's not great conditions, but I reckon it'll heat up as the day goes around. So sunny conditions, hopefully.
Absolutely. And joining us here on special comments is Josh Ward. Now, Josh, you're another women's footy expert of ours. Why don't you get things started with our Coldstream special guest here?
Yeah, we've got the Coldstream senior women's coach, Matt Coughlin, the new coach of the Coldstream women's side alongside us. Great to have you on before this massive contest against Croy North Hemlock, Matt. And how are the girls feeling about the game today?
No, thanks for having me, guys. Really looking forward to round 3 for us. We've had two games where we've been really competitive in the games for large periods of time, but we just haven't been able to string a 4-quarter performance together. So during the week, at training, we had the focus that we really wanted to try and bring the intensity for all 4 quarters, so that we could, effectively implement what we've been practicing at game day.
And how many learnings did you take out of those games against two sides that have somewhat set the benchmark or been up there to start the season in Heathmont and Woolbark as well?
Oh, it's been terrific. Probably more in terms of the style and structure of the footy that, we're going to encounter over the course of the season. And at trainings on Mondays and Thursdays, we've been able to put those learnings into focus. Probably for us, it's really just been about, the transition from, our forward 50 has been, too easy for the opposition. So we've had a real focus on trying to create more contested ball in our forward line, become more competitive, with locking the ball into our forward line. I feel like our midfield has been really competitive for large periods of the game, but probably lack of rotations have hurt us to a certain extent. But with the additional personnel coming back this week and over the next couple of weeks, I feel as though that we're going to really start to see some big improvements from the group.
Matt, thanks for joining us here on the Deakin University match of the round. Last year for Coldstream, it was obviously a great season, and you had a lot of great standouts in particular. Sophie Stark was one of them, with 10, I suppose, being in the best 10 times it was. Coming into this year, in a new division, what were your expectations as coach?
Good question. I felt as though that obviously there would be an increase in intensity, standard, and execution of skill going up a division from where we were in Division 4. I felt with that would need to be greater focus on structure of game as well. So, greater accountability and work around stoppages and clearance from the contest, as well as getting our structure right in terms of transitioning ball from back line to forward line. And we've seen glimpses of that over the course of the season. In terms of our leaders, like in the midfield, Soph has had, a really heavy load for us in the early part of the season. And we're just sort of probably trying to increase the all-round general structure of the side. So releasing Soph, from not predominantly just being a midfielder for the whole game, being able to utilise those skills in the forward line as well. But, the introduction of probably Al Bowden in the middle as well, and Laura Hammond to a certain extent has provided some greater opportunity for contested ball in those areas. And we've sort of seen that, if you can win contested ball at this grade, it allows you to be competitive for extended periods of time.
G'day, Matt. Obviously, we had a good chat in the In Focus article. It's great to have another conversation with you as well here, Matt. So you touched on a few players as well, and I think, you in the article that we did as well. So you've touched on about Ali Bowden, Stacey Gilder, and also Laura Hammond. Can you just touch on what are we expecting to see from a mutual point of view? So people that are watching this game online today, what are we expecting from them?
I think today you're going to see really strong structures around the ball. So you're going to see an outfit that sort of knows that everyone knows their role in terms of, at the stoppage, what's everyone's role, whether it be a defensive role or it be an attacking role. You're going to see an attempt to transition the ball out of the stoppage, through release of hands to the outside player with a kick to, either down the line or a 45-degree kick in line. You're probably going to see an outfit in the defensive line that has played together for a period of time, and they're quite comfortable with what their positions and their structures look like. The forward line is probably a bit more of a work in progress for us, especially with the change of personnel that we had from last year, as well as our skipper, Hannah, coming back from a long-term injury. So, that's probably the area of the game that we've been, working really hard on in the last couple of weeks to become a little bit more damaging in the forward line, and to allow our forwards to, create multiple opportunities that looks at goal as opposed to allowing the opposition to have defensive transitions.
Well, Matt, thanks so much for joining us here this Saturday morning. All the best for the game, and we'll let you get back to the team.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt.
So Matt Coughlin there, and like I said, incredible access we have to these coaches this year especially, Josh.
Yeah, it's terrific access. It's something we've been doing, obviously, since probably the middle of the 2023 season, and it's great to get an insight into sides like Coldstream and Croydon North Emlock, who we rarely see. Obviously, we saw Croydon North Emlock, or you saw Croydon North Emlock last season when they played Montrose, and it's great to have the opportunity to see them play again, and also see Coldstream, who I think we last saw maybe in a final as well or in their preliminary final against Mitcham in Division 4.
Yep.
So, and to get an insight into how some of the key players, how the side is tracking, it's great, isn't it, Blake?
Yeah, it's a great initiative, and it's from the league itself, and to do this as well, because it is great access as you touched on, Josh, and it is growing, definitely. With women's sport growing at the moment, which is great to see. So, but yeah, looking forward to this one as well. This should be a very good game. Obviously, it's heavily noted as well. Croydon North have come down and Coldstream have come up. So it's going to be interesting to see. I reckon it's where teams are at the moment in their division as well coming into today.
Especially Croydon North Emlock. I thought they were pretty good in Division 2, but
they were. The game that I covered down at Montrose, they were really competitive in that second half, so it was good to see.
Indeed. As I mentioned earlier, it is a very important weekend across multiple leagues, including the EFNL. It is Pat Cronin Foundation round. Over 50,000 players and 2,000 teams will take part in this round, including our Eastern FNL clubs and players who will be wearing yellow armbands when they run out onto the field today and tomorrow. And the Eastern Football Netball League is proud to be part of this year's Pat Cronin Foundation round, aiming to create safer communities through violence prevention, education on and off the field. Our media manager, Ryan Long, spoke with Matt Cronin during the week as part of the weekend forecast. Josh, you were listening into that one as well, as I'm sure all of the Eastern footy fans out there were listening to. Describe that chat for us. Yeah,
it was a terrific chat, just talking about Pat's story as the full-time siren. Just briefly, the full-time siren has gone for the under-19s game taking place, and Surrey Park 14-10-94 defeating Coldstream 3-4-22. But it was a great chat between Matt and Ryan, just talking about what the foundation does, and Pat's tragic story, and I've learned about the story over the last couple of years, and it's quite a tragic one. The Pat Cronin story. He was a young bright person, was playing for the Lower Plenty Football Netball Club in the NFNL, and after his third senior game, he went out to and have a quiet drink with mates at a local pub in I think it was a local pub in Diamond Creek, and then and he never came back home, and he went to hospital after trying to break up a fight, and he got king hit or cow or cow punch. So and then 2 days later, his parents made the heartbreaking decision of taking him off life support, and it's a tragic story. I've heard so much about Pat through my work with the NFNL, and he was a bright young person from what I've heard, and it's tragic as well that he's passed away.
It's very tragic, just seeing, obviously the massive mantra that I've seen is, to stop the coward punch, which is a great initiative by the foundation that they are running, and I've heard a lot
of the likes of Danny Green and the sort of people who throw punches, and they're helping people to raise awareness for this important cause as well.
It's a great thought and all that. It's a very sad story. Very it's very moving just to hear what happened and all that. So it's too far obviously to talk about heavily about what happened. But I think it's a great awareness round to look at those people, think, they should step away from looking at that sort of point of view, because, it's not a good look, quite frankly. So,
just quickly, folks, as we can see here on the broadcast, you can see that there is a post-game presentation between the two teams. I presume for this very important cause, Josh.
I think they do it I think they do it across all games, as we're joined by media manager Ryan Long.
Yeah, thanks, Bose. I thought I'd just touch on it. Yes, for each game this afternoon and this morning, there is a medal for both teams for one player on each side, and that is for obviously the Pat Cronin Foundation round. And one of the things that Matt did speak about yesterday, the important thing of today, that all sides not only shake hands after the game but before the game, and obviously show that respect. And it is a game, and that's an important thing to think about. But Josh summed that up quite well from the interview yesterday. So obviously a very important day, and as you can say, not just the players with the yellow armbands, coaches and everyone. So very good to see.
In a broader sense as well, it's great to see the sportsmanship that is, I suppose, encompassed in local footy, and this is a great day to celebrate that, I suppose, as well.
It definitely is. I couldn't agree more. And there's been a lot about violence prevention this past week, really. And this is we've all seen what's happened in the AFL for the Thursday and Friday night games, the showdown, and Carlton Collingwood last night. There was obviously the players gathering in a circle and having a moment's silence. So it's great to see.
They're not doing it today, are they? Like a big circle?
Oh no. That's separate for.
I thought I was just asking a question.
It's just for the AFL.
What we will be doing, I believe, in a few weeks, we will have a violence against women round and something.
That's great.
To have a think about them too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great initiative by the league.
It's very, very important. Some very important causes that local sports leagues can get around. But back to this game then, as we're about 2 minutes from bounce down here at Halley Supple Oval in Coldstream. It is, of course, Coldstream and Croydon North Emlock for the Deakin University match of the round. This morning, of course, a little bit later, we'll see Surrey Park and Coldstream in the Division 3 men's match of the round, thanks to Eastland. But let's get some thoughts around the panel. We'll start with a tip from Blake and Josh. Blake?
It's a hard call for this one. Obviously, as I touched on about, both of these sides have come down a division. So, one's come up and one's come down. I really liked what I saw from Croydon North Emlock last year, even though it wasn't quite the year they wanted it to be last year. But I think I might have to go the mighty KangaRams here. I think they'll get home today, and I still think Coldstream will put up a good fight, but I still think, I think Croydon North for me.
Croydon North have won the toss and will be kicking to the left of your screen. Josh, let's get a tip from you.
Yeah, I rate Croydon North Emlock really highly. They were minor premiers not that long ago in in Division 3, and obviously they made a grand final that year. They didn't win it. I reckon they should get the job done, but it's an even match. I feel like Coldstream hit form, and if they continue to get players back, they'll be a side that will be one to keep an eye on, and probably battling for that final spot in finals. I think you've got in Division 3, you've got obviously the Eastern Devils and Moorbark, who I feel will set the benchmark this season. There's Heathmont lingering around, and they won last night as well. They played a night game against South Croydon and won 2-8-20 to 2-3-15 out there at Cheong Park. And then you got the likes of Croydon North, Hemlock, Coldstream, and Mitcham as well, you could argue, who are a pretty decent side. So those two sides, I reckon, will be battling it out for, or those couple of sides will be battling it out for a final spot. So this game is pretty crucial, and Coldstream wouldn't want to go 0-3 as well. So they'll be up and about, I reckon. But for me, Croydon North, Hemlock, I'll say 2 goals the final margin. It's I think it'll be a hotly contested game out there, or as Trent Cullen likes to say, hot in the kitchen.
It's not hot out here, that's for sure.
I think it's meant to warm up a little bit later, but you might be able to see it on your screens. It is a fairly foggy out here.
It's very foggy this morning, that's for sure. Of course, going around the grounds, Josh will hopefully count on you to bring us some scores throughout the morning. Of course, I note that the Eastern Devils and North Ringwood are playing each other, and Sarah McNamara down from the top end. She's going to play reserves footy for the first time in perhaps goodness knows how long. But it'll be exciting to hear how well that goes. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green. Have you got us?
I don't think she does.
Not quite. She might not have the cans on just yet, but we'll be hearing from her throughout the morning. And all is pretty much in readiness to get started here for the Deakin University match of the round. Players are in position. Kate puts on the cans. We'll hear from you in a moment. The first person we'll hear from for this game is Blake Tennant.
Yeah, so in the ruck here, trying to get the clearance early on here is the Cougars. That was again kicked there by Bowden. You'll be seeing her a lot today. So the ball is now directly inside the Cougars forward line here. Trying to get the ball out. There'll be a stoppage early on. Good clearance there from Bowden there, Josh. We will be seeing her, quite frankly, I reckon.
We will indeed. She was one that Matt Coughlin highlighted in your In Focus article and in pre-game.
Indeed. So try and get the hand pass there was Hammond, with another player as well that we will be seeing, quite frankly, as well today. Good train of handballs here. That was a kick there by Goldsworthy there. Intercepted mark there taken again by Gilder as well. Another player that was talking as well on pre-game as one of the players to look out for the Cougars. In there in the mix there is Clawson as well. And the ball is circling, trying to get out, and eventually it does go out of bounds.
So the boundary umpire hands it back. You don't often see a boundary umpire in women's footy nowadays, do you? Because I suppose that the umpires do a lot of the work.
It's a big ground though, Jono. So.
Yeah, and a big kick up and under from Holly White just falls in favour of no one in particular. Bowl Brown was on hands and knees trying to get the ball out. Goldsworthy trying to get involved there as well. Hands and knees again is Duke for Coldstream. They get it inside 45 or 50, whatever it is. Oh, that's a heavy bump off the ball on for Hive. Coldstream just managed to control the ball by hand for the moment. McElrath getting involved there, and we'll go for a ball up on the outer side. Another stoppage.
I'll say about the arcs out here at Coldstream Reserve or Harley Supple Reserve, they're probably bang on 50 metres.
I agree with that.
Deck.
Yeah.
50 metres, good to know. So we go back up then, just outside of Coldstream's 50, as is the case.
Well, I heard it's like dimensions of the MCG, Jono, so that's what I heard coming in today.
It's going to help both teams coming into this afternoon, that's for sure. Getting the hand pass off is Duke. They're back inside 50. Kick was going for Browen. She can still try and find her way in here as Hewish puts on the defensive effort, sends it out of bounds right in front of the scoreboard. And the score is still 0-0 here. How long gone so far? I didn't actually put the timer on.
Oh, I forgot to put the timer on.
I reckon
rookie error.
2 minutes in, I would say.
2 or 3 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, so you can definitely tell, boys, as well, who we're going to try to be looking out for as well. And it's a promising start for the Cougars as they get another hit out there for the Cougars there. Ball's racing around, trying to get involved here for both teams here. Interesting here, and it'll be a ball up here again on the scoreboard. I know, free kick going there. That's going to go to the Cougars. Big strong kick there. Who's going to mark? Great mark taken there. I think that was number 11, Coughlin. So Coughlin now directing the troops, trying to get some open space here. And a short kick followed. Great mark taken again there.
I think that's the captain, Hannah Chappell.
Yep, so Chappell here. She's been lively early for the Cougars. So can this be the captain's goal to kickstart Coldstream's start here, which would be pretty good. Kick, it's on its way. It's heading there. And eventually it's going to be circling around for a stoppage here inside the Coldstream square for the goals here. Massive deck as well, as I heavily touched on about here, but it's good for the Cougars' early days here. A handball along here. Ball circling around again as we've seen heavily in Coldstreams. Goldsworthy gets a kick around here. Onside the scoreboard end here, down here at Hayley Supple. Here come Croydon North here. Big strong kick down here on the wing. On the other side wing here, and it goes out of bounds.
I will say this about Hayley Supple. It'd be a monumental effort to move the ball from one arc to the other because it's, again, very massive. So that's a promising sign from Croydon North Hemlock, though, their ability to move the ball further forward.
Coldstream get a kick for last possession. It goes to a contest. And the mark is still taken by the Cougars after a small contest that ensued. It's a big kick to send them inside the paint. Laurie might have been caught high. She's also an assistant coach as well. Duke tried to put on the defensive effort. Rogers bent over trying to pick up the footy. Duke trying to put in an effort as well again. Croydon North Hemlock just peppering away at the moment. They're about 80 from home. They can find a way in perhaps for the first time today. They go inside 50. One-on-one contest. Ball didn't quite fall for Bartlett. Now here's a chance here in defence for Smith. Lost possession of it. Sharp tried and then couldn't. Umpire to call for it. And it's flying early, which is good.
Yeah, and this is the first entry I think I've seen all day by Croydon North. So both teams trying to get into their forward arc.
So we go back up then. And we'll go for another stoppage. Tackle there was laid by Telgero for Coldstream. It's a hard ball to win at the moment, and as is the case perhaps with women's footy in general, a lot of players around the ball, and it's really hard to break that open, Josh.
It is a little bit, but it's still promising for Croydon North Hemlock. Now they can lock it inside their forward 50.
Ball was slapped out there by Lagaway Allen as Coldstream can try and find a way out of defence, out of the woods. Clever little kick off the ground there was good by Duke, but then her teammate was wrapped up and she says, come on up, surely not. And we'll go for another ball up about 60 from home for Croydon North Hemlock.
Great call there by you, Jono. And eventually now the ball's going to be balled up, probably about the same spot as we were just before there. So the two rucks going at it here. Good tap there by the Croydon North ruckman. Bowden got the clearance early on there. Ball's now been hand passed away. Trying to get the ball open here. Here is the Cougars here. But eventually the ball will be balled up here.
I think it was Moat in the tackle there.
Yep. Good hit out there. Goldsworthy in there. She's been superb and she will get a free kick here. Oh, no, it's gone to Coldstream's way, sorry.
Well, she wasn't exactly happy with that one there.
No, she wasn't. So a good kick there by Bowden here. Deep inside for her to hold here, going to Croydon North here.
So it might have been holding on Laurie there. As she's
Boundary.
got the ball now. Let's go down to Kate for the first time. Good morning.
I can confirm that was a hold.
Yep. Thank you, Kate.
So Laurie high up and under. It was in the direction of Power. Couldn't quite be Anchor Power to be precise. Chantel Power is also playing her first game today for Hive. gets the hand pass out in the Bowl Brown direction. It's her first game as well. Ball's at ground level. Hand pass out. It's clever to Nation. Kick was immediately smothered. Now here's a chance for Coldstream to get one out the back door. Bromfield gathers, gets the hand pass off to Laurie again. She kicks forward in the direction of Bowl Brown, who's got to run onto this one. She does. She's got for high for help. But the umpire puts a stop to it after the tackle was laid. 55 from home for Croydon North Hemlock.
Indeed it is. Good smothering kick there by the KangaRams here. And ball looks like it's going to be a ball up here.
I want to pounce on this opportunity soon. The KangaRams, it's pretty much been in their forward half for most of this contest.
Who gets the first goal and why, Josh? I'm pretty sure you pretty much just answered that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I reckon it is Croydon North Hemlock. They've done really well to lock it in their attacking half.
Anyway, sorry Josh, there's a good mark taken here.
On a broadcast, mate.
So Coughlin gets the ball down deep inside the 450 for the Cougars here. Really strong impact there early. The ball is trying to be back inside as the KangaRams here try to get the ball back inside their 450. They've got a bit of momentum here, but the ball doesn't get in an unlucky bounce here, and it'll be wrapped up here.
I was about to say I was very worried that Coldstream might make me pay for that comment and kick the first goal, but
it's a commentator's curse, Josh. Can't be saying that.
You gotta love it.
45 from home for Croydon North Hemlock. The Cougars just trying to find a way out, but the Coldstream pressure, it's like building a micro wall. And the umpire's helping that by locking it inside 50.
The KangaRams have had some really good chances early on these days. They look momentum coming in.
They've got the numbers around the ball as well. Bianca Power lays the tackle there. And it's going to be a free kick to the Cougars as a result.
Boundary.
Let's go down the boundary with Kate Green.
High tackle.
Indeed. So Hammond has the ball in defence. She kicks across. To no one in particular, lots of players around the ball. And the umpire will have it once again. It was Chappell, the captain, who was tackled there. Here's a chance for Coldstream. They got pretty far. It was in the direction of Browen. Now here's Coughlin. Comes in to meet it. Stark, Sophie Stark to be precise. There's another Stark for the KangaRams and Misty Lee.
I think this is Coughlin here, John.
Indeed.
Well, correct, yep.
So she kicks now inside the paint of 50. Had a target presenting, but Croydon North Hemlock have the numbers in defence. Vander West Heisen, it's our first look at her today. Getting involved. But the ball is cut off by Hammond. She goes back inside the paint to a contest, one-on-one. And it's probably Coldstream's to win at this stage through Bowden. She gets the ball and tackled immediately. And the umpire said, yep, that's gone. And it's Natalie Laurie to bring it out of defence.
Yeah, so Laurie now, assistant coach, as we talked on pre-game here. The Cougars look to try get back into attack here. Did a big tackle on here and then wrapped up there. Gilda was involved there. Another player, as we've been heavily talking about, is one to break this game apart for the Cougars here. Good take out there. And there was a kick down by Nation. Nation that brings the ball inside on our wing here. Bumping along here. Good bump there by, that was again by number 46 and Sharp there. And good kick there. That was by, don't have the number here, sorry. Plate gets a kick here. And playing on here again is Nation. So Nation bombs it in. Trying to find plays coming around here is again by Duke here. And the ball looks like it's going to be a throw up here.
I have to admit, both sides are moving the ball pretty well from defence into attack. It's last couple of minutes it's been in between the arcs, but I've been impressed with the ball movement so far.
The ball's flowing quite well from end to end. It's just that both teams can't make good in their scoring chances. Kick went in the direction of Bowden. She couldn't quite, so she's got to back up the second effort. She's got Laurie for company. Laurie went to ground. Hand pass now to Gilda. Gilda to the top of the paint. Mark almost fell for Browen. On this occasion it didn't. Chappell's in there as well. High up and under. Chappell can run onto this one if she can, but she's got power, I think it is, for company. Dribbles it along the ground. It's a 2-on-2. Coldstream will get first to it through Moat, who tries to go goalward. Picking up now is Brown, who goes around the body. It's going to probably put a stop to it, although that's red-hot pressure from the Coldstream players, and she's been rewarded.
Holding the ball.
Boundary.
Well, it probably was holding the ball, but I don't exactly agree with that decision, Blake.
Well, let's go to Kate Green.
She's very lucky she didn't get a high because it was actually over the top of the shoulder.
There's also a thing probably called no prior opportunity as Sophie Stark gets a good look in and she goes for home. Her teammates are putting their hands up. They know it's gone through, and Coldstream have the first of the day. 1 straight 6 to the away side. The KangaRams yet to score.
Well, that's the first of many times I'll be wrong today. I said Croydon North Hemlock will kick the first goal, and it was Coldstream. But you got to give them credit. They did well the last couple of minutes to move the ball from defence into attack and into the hands of Sophie Stark. And that was a pretty decent tackle. But the one thing of note before, I was really impressed with the Shepherd before to set that ball up to the top of the goal square. And it's always a dangerous spot, no matter which end of the ground. It's always a dangerous spot if it's at the top of the goal square.
Sophie Stark, of course, kicks her 19th career goal in Eastern footy, and up until this point had 18 goals and times in best.
Sorry, John, I had to cut you off there. No, Coldstream Croydon North now try to get inside their 450 again here. They try to bomb it along here. The ball's going to be wrapped up here, and it's going to be a stoppage early days. So this is a good momentum early on here by the KangaRams here to bringing in their forward line. And this will be another ball up. Deep inside, of course, Croydon North 450 here. There's the 2 rucks going at it. Good handball there. That was by Flahav. And it's going to be another ball up here, deep inside. Croydon North, they're looking pretty dangerous here, trying to get some stoppages, trying to get some clearances early days. And Bartlett was wrapped up there.
They're just not letting them get away, though.
Yeah, it's very good defence here by the Cougars and Coldstream. A good, strong tackle there as well.
That probably looked over the shoulder. In one sense,
yeah.
So the ball goes up, and Emlock have the numbers. Nation sent it deeper. It's going to go over the boundary line, and Coldstream will have this one in through Rogers.
They need to pay closer attention to Lucy Nation. That's a couple of times she's just burst away from the stoppage for Croydon North Hemlock. She's looked good, but Coldstream need to pay a little bit closer attention to her.
Rogers runs out, kicks to a contest, had a target, and now here's eyes for the first time today. Umpire calls play on as the contest forms. Nation's around the ball. She's looking a bit dangerous here. Now trying to cut things off here is Coughlin. Trying to help it on its way, but Emlock far too strong at this stage. Eyes again. Ball's at ground level. It's come back up, and the tackle is laid by Moat. We'll go at it again. Croydon North Hemlock 55 from home. They might get inside. Holding the ball is the call. And Coldstream get another free kick in defensive 50 or just outside. 52 metres from Croydon North Hemlock they were, and they're just taking advantage of the open space here, Blake.
They are indeed. Here's Coldstream again. Look to attack here in the very late quarter coming up. We'll be quarter time shortly here, but anyway, back to the football here. This ball gets bounced in here. It'll be another stoppage, but Croydon North eventually get it out here. Good strong kick there, and it's going to be out of bounds on the full. So it'll be a Croydon North kick here in the dying stages of first quarter here, you would say.
I reckon there's 3 or 4 minutes left in this quarter.
Thank you, Josh.
Like that, Croydon North Hemlock coming back out of defence, and this is where they need to be really good. Goldsworthy got the hands off her teammate. Umpire out of zone, paid a free kick, and it'll, in fact, what's happened there? No, in fact, it'll be a ball up. So he threw the ball up accordingly, and it's a very hot contest out there despite the weather. Lagaway Allen getting involved there, or sorry, it was Goldsworthy. And the umpire to throw things up again. Do we have any scores around the grounds, Josh?
We do not. There was one score from last night I didn't mention, of course. Mount Evelyn and Boronia playing in Premier Division, and the Rovers won 10-10-70, keeping Boronia to just the one behind. Out there at Mount Evelyn Recreation Reserve under the bright Friday night lights.
Bromfield on
New
hands and
pavilion
knees.
too for Mount Ev too. So.
Yeah, and it looks quite magnificent, the new pavilion.
Sorry, Johnny.
I wonder if we'll get out there, actually. So Bromfield was on hands and knees as she tried to control the footy, and now she's perhaps a little bit worse for wear. Maybe she copped a knock somewhere, Kate. Maybe you can keep an eye on number 4 for Croydon North Emlock as Coldstream try and advance. But it's Chantel Power to cut things off. 55 from the Cougars' goal. She kicks to a one-on-one. It fell after both of them. Nation chasing. Oh, gee, I tell you what, she's one to watch, definitely. And so is Goldsworthy as well, one of the co-captains, along with Lauren Vander Westhuizen. They do find a way out momentarily. Croydon North Emlock. Kick was for eyes. Now she might be able to get the footy again. She's got Sharp for company. But Coldstream, they do try and kick a way out, but it's Vander Westhuizen, one of the co-captains, to send it inside the paint. Who can get it? Oh, I'll tell you what, behind the play there is White. She didn't elect to pick it up this time. Now there a chance through Sharp. It goes goalward. It's just one behind. So Croydon North Emlock do get one. But it's just the minor score. 1 straight 6 leads, 1 behind here in the Deakin University match of the round.
Yes, indeed. So first scoring here for Croydon North here. That's a kick there for the Cougars, looking to try get back into defence here. Geez, hello.
Kate, I don't think we'll need a medical report. I think if the people heard that on the broadcast, it was to the extent of she hit me in the face.
Yeah. So there we go. Full time. Sorry, what? Not full time. Quarter time scores down here. It is Coldstream, the home team up here. 1 straight 6 to Croydon North, 1 behind. John, do you want to go through the goal kickers? I know there was only one.
It is just Sophie Stark of the Cougars. Hey, we'll go to a break briefly, and after that we'll get the coaches' messages right back after this. Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round on International Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you to all who are celebrating.
I knew you would get that out.
It is Coldstream and Croydon North Hemlock doing battle in Division 3. The score, of course, the home side lead 1 straight 6-1 behind. This afternoon, of course, we do have the Eastland match of the round between Coldstream and Surrey Park. And speaking of Surrey Park, Wardy, you've got a score update from the women's game.
Oh, I do indeed. A quarter time, Surrey Park lead Berwick 3-3-21. And they've gone, I think it's 9 quarters in a row they've kept the side scoreless. Berwick are yet to score. So their percentage, it's still on 0%. I got another score from Cheong Park as well. South Croydon 2-2-14 lead the base, and just the 2 behinds a quarter time out there. Jono,
I say bog off to the Eastland media, to the Eastern FNL media manager, I should say, Ryan Long, who's just and
a quarter time score out at in the game between Fair Park and Bayswater. It's Bayswater that lead 1-3-9, and Fair Park yet to score out there. And I was about to say there was a score from Ferntree Gully Warrandyte, but that game is being played at 4:45 tonight out at Warrandyte Reserve. So if you're around the area, get on down, because it's a pretty interesting game in Division 4, that Warrandyte Ferntree Gully game, and we discussed it on Female Footy Focus during the week.
Indeed, and of course this weekend we're doing it all for the Pat Cronin Foundation. Indeed, for a worthy cause as well, as we've spoken on pre-game. Both teams will be awarded with a medal, which is great too. Blake?
Yeah, so John, I just want to ask you as well, Josh, you can help out as well here too as well, but who do you feel like's had the more momentum coming into this quarter as well? Obviously Coldstream have hit the scoreboard, but do you feel like it went a bit of the way of the Croydon North, or do you feel like
Boundary?
We'll go down Boundary side to Kate Green.
We will.
I've just got Matt. He's just finished the huddle. Matt, that quarter, and what's the message for the girls going forward?
Yeah, really positive start to the game. We feel like we've sort of got our KPIs on our terms at the moment. So for us, it's really about being probably a little bit more polished around the ball and trying to convert some opportunities up forward.
Okay, thanks very much.
Couldn't agree more with that sentiment there. Thanks to Matt and Kate for getting us that message. Look, in terms of this game, I reckon, Croydon North, they did a lot of great things out on the field, and the game is flowing really well. The scoring opportunities have been hard to come by for them, but I reckon they've got the momentum, especially when it comes out to this quarter as we go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Okay, I'm just with Lumpy. Lumpy, that quarter and moving forward.
Well, we've got to start playing our footy instead of letting them dictate to us. They're physically stronger, but we've got to start playing football. We're not even playing it. We're just second to the ball.
So just get their heads back in their game.
Get their heads back in the game and believe in what they can do. So, we'll be right.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you again to Kate Green, doing a terrific job as for the whole season as well. So well done to you, Kate. Back into the game as Croydon North now try to look back onto the attack. Here's Goldsworthy. Called her name a lot today.
Yeah.
And the ball's going to be wrapped up right in front of us here, I think for the first time of the action. So the 2 rucks going out at Leggery Allen and of course Croydon North ruck and net. So good handball here for the KangaRams early days here. Here's a big kick there, doubles by Hammond here. Another player as well who was also heavily spoken about in the first quarter here. She's back again. She gets a handball here. Deep inside for the Cougars. Oh, couldn't take the mark there. Again, that was number 7 in Chapel, the captain. And a good strong kick there as well. That was by Bowden, another player. Good mark taken there. And this could be Coldstream's second goal here. And that was by Gossip. She was gossiping around, and eventually she found the ball there. So there we go.
Oh, about that.
Please cancel that joke.
And eventually gets for a point there.
I mean, Nicole Moat probably would have wanted a time as well and to cancel that score. She's sent it directly into the post. Now the kick out from full back is marked by Lucy Nation. Just the second season at Croydon North Hemlock for her. She plays on quickly as Moat stands the mark. Now the kick almost fell for Browen. Now here's Moat again. Ball hits the deck. Croydon North Hemlock just need to try and get their heads into the game as Glenn Murray said. But Coldstream are back deep inside again. Hewish tried to take the mark. Ball's now at ground level. Browen can pick it up. She gets first to it and then immediately goes down to ground. Laurie getting involved there as well. Now as Van der Westhuizen tries to steal off the ball off her opponent. What does the umpire say? He says, I'll ball it up 55 metres from Coldstream's goal. Up we go then. I forgot to put the timer on again, but...
I've put the timer on.
Thank you,
2.5 minutes gone.
Sorry, how many?
2.5 minutes gone.
2.5 minutes gone. Thank you very much. Wardy is down at ground level. There was Bowden. They try and send it back inside 50 to Coldstream. Hands off now from Goldsworthy. She gets it across to Hewish. Hewish clears the paint for now. The ball almost fell for Moat. She couldn't pick it up. Now, Croydon North Hemlock tried to find a way out even more there through Flahive. Couldn't quite. Rogers trying to insert herself here. Sharp in defence as well on her haunches, I should say, was Flahive. Lagaway Allen. Van der Westhuizen. High up and under in the sharp direction. Couldn't quite. Now Coldstream have been pinged for a throw. And thought it was Flahive who won the free kick, but indeed, it's Caitlin Sharp.
So Sharp now gets a chain of handballs to Goldsworthy here, who bangs it inside the 450 here. Intercept mark taken there. Is it a mark? It is.
It might have been touched.
We've got an injury update here.
Oh, I don't agree. You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That stops momentum there.
So anyway, we're inside the Croydon North 450 here. Cougars around here as well. Got a kick there again. That was by Sharp. It's been pretty lively this quarter here for the Rams. The ball's getting wrapped up. Just going to go Josh Wall with a score update.
Couple of scores around the grounds. Division 4, Wanturna South lead Nunawading 20-7. Moorbark lead Mitcham 12-0, and Blackburn lead Ringwood 5-1.
Grand final rematch in that one down there at the Heights. So keep
Boundary.
us informed there as we go to Kate Green on the boundary.
Just
quickly.
a quick update on Croydon Hemlock player, North Croydon Hemlock player number 4.
Bronfield.
She's just been observed, and further notice on her will be forthcoming.
So a concussion test perhaps as Laurie tried to send it back inside, immediately stolen by the Cougars. Open space ahead to the one-on-one contest. Great tap to ground there was by Bianca Power. Now the ball's going to fall for the other Power. She's dispossessed. Great tackle there laid by Moat. What does the umpire say?
Holding.
He says it's a holding free kick.
Goldsworthy free here.
Going to Goldsworthy.
She has been really good in midfield, leading from the front.
Fantastic as well. And the two, even though it is her second season at Croydon North Hemlock, she's very, very worthy of that co-captaincy position.
He's Sharp again, Jono.
Indeed. This is her 98th career match so far. It's cut off, though, by that Cougars player. Nolan stands the mark. Goes inboard for Laurie. Kick was all right, and then she turned tackler. Umpire decided to put a stop to things almost immediately there as Clausen was wrapped up, and we'll go at it again.
Yes, indeed. So gets a kick here again. That was by Laurie. Laurie's been superb early on, and an intercept mark taken here.
She's probably been my
By
best
the
on
vice-captain, Mika Rath.
Mika Rath there. Thank you, Jono. Big
Boundary.
shot as we go. Boundary strike quickly to Kate Green.
Number 9's just being assessed for Croydon North Hemlock.
Oh dear, that's crucial.
So Nation there. Thanks again, Kate, for that. A good Australian handballs there. A kick again. That was by Rogers, the vice-captain. And an intercept mark taken again by Hay. Hay now does a short inside kick here on the Coldstream bench line here, and that's going to go kick to Hewish. So Hewish now plays on. Big, strong, deep kick inside the 450 line here. An intercept mark taken again by Gilda.
Still outside the paint there, Blakey.
Oh, sorry, mate. Can't please everyone here today.
That's all right,
A strong
Gilda.
kick there by Gilda. finds Hammond. Hammond takes an intercept mark here. Big long kick outside on the wing there. And again, that was by Laurie. She's been superb today. And it's a throw, and it's going to go to the KangaRams. Sorry, no. The umpire called the wrong way. Anyway, it's going to go to Coldstream here.
So Nicole Moat will bring it in here. There's a high up and under. Big contest of players form. Best chance here for Coldstream to try and weave this one out. I think it was Duke. She was in there. Wrapped up is Bianca Power. The umpire puts a stop to it right in front of the M-Lock interchange bench. Fairly stunned here at the moment, the KangaRams, as they try and work it out by hand. Neal. They try and send it inboard. It's cut off by the Cougars again. Kick goes forward in the direction of Hammond. And then Natalie Laurie wraps up her opponent. So another ball up here. 56 metres here from Coldstream's goal. Josh Ward.
Got a couple of scores. Montrose lead a quarter time against Turnside Park 24-6, and the Pioneers also lead a quarter time against South Belgrave 12-6.
I sort of got the feeling that the Pioneers would indeed show a lot of promise, and as we spoke about earlier, their former captain Bridge O'Connell has gone abroad as well. But back to this game. On the deck was Neal again for Croydon North M-Lock, and then Goldsworthy was wrapped up, and she's
been everywhere, hasn't she?
Held in the view of the umpire. Goldsworthy went looking for +3 in Flahive. The two players combining really well. Now Coldstream will come inside the paint through Browen. Kick was looking for Chappell, the captain. She can still work this one out. Holly White went full Sam Draper onto the ground there, and the umpire said, ball up.
So we're inside. The Cougars attacking half here. The ball's going to be wrapped up. And it's deep inside the forward 50 line of the Cougars here, where the ball, I reckon, has been quite around their forward line here. Down here at Hayley Supple Reserve. Good strong tackle there. Doubles by Belden over Goldworthy. Inside 50 kick. And it's through. Yep, it's a goal. Is it? Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Well, they're celebrating. The girls are celebrating. So
a bit anticlimactic. Time check, Wardy.
10 minutes gone. 1-2-8. Coldstream. Croydon North, just the one behind.
Sorry about that. They were celebrating. I thought it went through for a goal.
I was about to say.
We've seen plenty of times in the AFL, players will often celebrate even though they haven't kicked a goal.
Anyway, back to this one now.
We absolutely hate it.
So Laurie gets tackled here as well. And so there'll be a ball up here on the Croydon North M-Lock bench here.
It has been, I have to admit, the ball has pretty much been on the left side of the ground out here for not just this quarter, but most of this contest, because Croydon North M-Lock had, in that first quarter, dominated the territory.
So Lagaway Allen gets involved there, as does Neal in the ruck. Coldstream spin out of trouble, only for the moment. Telgero caught high. And a free kick there will go her way. She can send it directly inside the paint of 50. 2-on-1 contest in favour of the KangaRams. Ball hits the deck. Now here's a chance for Bowden, who went across in the direction of Hammond. 2-on-1 contest again in favour of the KangaRams. They come out the back of the scrum, only as far as the top of the paint. Bowl Brown tried to get the mark, and then Telgero was held. She's justifiably been given the free kick. The KangaRams player who offended couldn't quite believe it. Telgero found Hammond more convincingly this time. She's about 45 from home. She kicks to a contest. Was in the Laurie direction, and now here's the chance for Hewish to try and steal it. in the defensive effort. She won't get there, so let's go down to the boundary with Kate
Just
Green.
quickly, Croydon North M-Lock, number 9, Nations back on the field.
Up goes the ball. Excuse me. As here's the chance now for Bowden. She went to the goal place. Hewish put on the defensive effort. It does go out of bounds, though, and a ball up just to the right.
Yes, indeed. That's a big in for Nation and Lucy Nation to come back onto the field. She was pretty lively in that first quarter.
She was probably
very necessary for Croydon North M-Lock as we do a brief score check. 1-2-8 plays one behind. Blake.
Yes, indeed. As the ball gets touch, and this would be a touch behind there. Well
boundary.
Yeah, let's go boundary side to Kate Green.
Number 4, Broomfield for Croydon North M-Lock is about to go back on the field as well.
I think someone's done their finger. I think it got kicked to the finger here as that went rush through. So keep an eye on that one, Kate, if you can.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think the finger's out. Maybe.
It's got to take her off. It looks like Mon Hewish, which is fairly crucial at this point.
Yep.
Doesn't look like she's coming off, actually.
No,
she's going to kick the ball.
I think she just got the old kick and the finger went back in, so that's good.
Sorry, this is Natalie Laurie. Should probably mention.
Yeah, so Natalie Laurie there. She assistant coach, been superb early here for the KangaRams here.
Oh.
Shunk inside kick there. Cougars look to get inside their 450 here. The ball will bounce terrifically there. Good hand pass there. And the ball will be inside the 450 here for the Cougars.
So another big chance here to score a goal. You can see Sophie Stark just lurking around as well as Bowden, just ready to pounce on this one. Speaking of pouncing, Hammond does that work. Alongside her Croydon North opponent will go up again. Neal slapped it down, only in the direction of her opponents here as they can come back inside. Bowden getting involved again. Now they're more convincingly inside the paint to the goal place. It is cut off momentarily by Nolan, I think it was. They head back outside towards the paint of 50. Now collecting the ball there is Rogers, immediately wrapped up by Susie Hay. And the umpire calls another stalemate, 51 from home for Coldstream.
Indeed, so 51 metres out from the Cougars. Forward line here. I'll try to get it back here. Good chain of hand pass there to Clausen, and then straight to Gilda. Big strong bump there. Hammond as well. She's been everywhere. A good kick there. Back to Gilda. And now here come the KangaRams here. And that's Van der Westen here.
Van der Westhuizen.
Van der Westhuizen, my bad. And eventually now it's going to be a ball up here. Oh no, it's going to be still kicking on here for both teams here.
Quarter time at Mulgrave Reserve in the Division 3. Devils 20, North Ringwood Red 9.
There you go. So keep the scores coming around the women's directions here. Keep us updated.
Please. Help us, please.
Yep, indeed. So KangaRams now looking to get inside here. Good use of the body there. That was Rogers. Good kick there for the Cougars. And here they come again. Good change of balls and intercept mark there taken again. That was by Natalie Laurie, the assistant coach. Been superb.
She's probably been Croydon North M-Lock's best on ground, I reckon.
And so you can also see Mahalia Bromfield come on field as well.
Yeah, she could be on track for the medal here if they do have one. I saw the 19s earlier on. So
indeed.
So, and the ball's going to be raced out on the pavilion end. Boundary win here.
She nearly was in the play there before Mahalia Bromfield as well. It obviously ended the hands
of
Natalie
shoulder.
Laurie.
Looks like a shoulder injury as well, Josh.
So a good sign that she is back on the field as Gilda saw it over.
So, deep inside here. And the ball is now circled around here. Cougars get the clearance going on here. Two plays going at it, but it's again the Croydon North here. Will they pick it up here? She does. There was a bit of a hole going on there, and now it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to Coldstream's way. Deliberate there, as Jay would have alluded
Okay,
to.
well, technically it's not deliberate, but I'll swing the arm anyway.
Anyway, as we get back to this, Rogers does a big strum and boot here for the Cougars here.
Here's Bromfield getting involved. Stark as well.
Yep, so Stark trying to clear the ball out here. There's one in the forward
Get the
line
ball
here.
back. Oh, almost.
Gets a handball here, and now here comes Duke. Duke gets a short kicking board here for the Cougars.
Stark again.
Stark. And gets touched
missed
there
it.
by Laurie. She's been excellent here. Well done there by Natalie Laurie.
And very clever there from the other, I suppose, the co-captain, Lauren van der Westhuizen.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get into bad habits there, but van der Westhuizen is the name. She just sort of dribbled it along the ground to
Well done
force a rush behind. And
good experience there, Jono, I reckon there.
Big chance for
Thank you very much.
Big chance for Coldstream to lock it in their attacking half, though. There's 3 minutes left in this contest at the 17-minute mark, and a massive opportunity here for them to get a late one.
1-4-10 plays one behind. The home side leading fairly convincingly at the moment. Oh, gee, she threw that. Chance now for Hammond inside the paint of 50. Brown goes around the body, was looking for White. Did she take the mark? No, she didn't. Laurie did for Croydon North Emlock.
She's been everywhere.
She is probably Croydon North Emlock's best player now.
Got to find space ahead, but they're putting on the pressure, the home side, and Duke takes another mark. She's one to watch inside and around the paint of 50 as well. Duke comes in for Bowden, couldn't take the mark, so the defensive effort's put on there by Lauren van der Westhuizen. She was almost held there. Still a chance here for Coldstream to try and lock it in. Bowden immediately wrapped up there by Goldsworthy, who we can't stop singing the praises of, the other co-captain. And looks like we'll probably result in another stalemate coming up if Coldstream can't quite clear this one. They do just that with help from Hammond, and Coughlin's around the ball as well. Goldsworthy gets the hand pass out to her teammate. Kickers in the direction of Neil. Can she pick up the ball? No, she can't. As hands and knees there as Nation. A kick goes back inside the 50 for Coldstream. Chance for Laurie trying to pick up the ball, and lurking is Bromfield. Can she get the ball here? Oh, gee, that's almost kicking in danger there. A chance for Coldstream to still keep it in. Lagaway Allen was tackled and will have a ball up.
1 minute left.
1 minute left for the both sides here as the KangaRams look to attack here. Good kick there. Ball is now in the middle of the ground here at Hayley Supple Reserve here. Big go, as we've been heavily talking about here. Ball is getting inside to the KangaRams, who will pick it up. It's Pickard, I think that is. She gets a handball there. And it's a holding. I think it is going to Pickard.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yep.
Because that was it might be a chance gone begging for Croydon North Emlock in this quarter.
The general down back here for the Cougars here is Pickard.
I think I saw a bit of grooving there from KZ Bartlett. Can we put that on the replay server? Oh, no, it's not on now.
So Pickard plays on immediately. Dying stages of this quarter here. Down here at Hayley Supple Reserve. Good chain of handballs here. Cougars look to get back on the attack here. And an intercept marked by guess who? Natalie Laurie.
Superstar.
And the siren sounds, they'll end. And this is half time here at Hayley Supple Reserve. It's the Cougars, 1-4-10 to Croydon North, one behind. Jono, again, just a couple behinds. Still the same goal scorers there as well previously.
Indeed, just the one to Sophie Stark, and she's lurking, I reckon, ready to have a big second half. And just like Elle Bowden, who's been fantastic, Josh.
She has been. Oh, I've been impressed with Sophie Stark inside that forward 50 for, or mainly inside that forward 50 for Coldstream. Whenever she's lurking around the ball, she's been really dangerous. For Croydon North, they've probably had some of the better players on the park. I mean, Natalie Laurie, I thought she was absolutely terrific. She's got my best on-ground vote so far in that first half, especially that second quarter. Jennifer Goldsworthy as well, I was really impressed with. And Lucy Nation in that first quarter was really good. But the Cougars, they'll be pretty happy to head into half-time up by 9 points. It's pretty clear that I think we'll call that the North Gateway end of Hayley Supple Reserve. Because I think that's the street name out here. But pretty much the left of screen has been where all the attacking has gone to, Jono.
Indeed. I was going to head down to the boundary with Kate because I could see her having a chat with Mon Hewish. We might perhaps get a bit of an insight to that chat, because I saw she was on the boundary being assessed by the trainers. But we'll get all that and more coming into the second half here on the Deakin University match of the round. Coldstream 1-4-10 plays Croydon North Hemlock 1 behind, back with the second half right after a short break.
I'm just coming to watch the end of this game and then I'm leaving because you should still pay. Really? You fucking pay.
Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round. It is the Eastern Football League, of course, and we've got Coldstream up against Croydon North Emlock here in Division 3, the women's match of the round. John O'Ven, Blake Tennant and Josh Ward with you. Let's do something a little bit different now. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green and do your best Bill Laurie impersonation and give us a ground report.
Absolutely not Bill Laurie, and I'm not sticking a pen in the ground either. Just letting you guys know the ground is actually heavy. The heavy dews kind of make everything moist, and I think that football's maybe 2 to 3 times the weight it normally should be. But I think that's also a small factor in the game at the moment as well. That and the fact that I think Croydon North Emlock's actually being teased out of actually playing to their own game plan by Coldstream. So that's my point of view on things.
Absolutely. Thanks to Kate there on the boundary. Josh Ward, some thoughts from you?
I think it'll start to maybe get a little less heavy. I think the ball might still be heavy but the fog is lifting at the moment, which is it'll probably start to be a bit sunny maybe in that during during this third quarter or the final quarter, but it's certainly going to be interesting. I've got a couple of scores from around the grounds. We'll start off with Division 4. Wanturna South, they lead Nunawading, I think at half-time, 7-6-48 to the Lions 2-3-15. And in Premier Division, at half-time at Springfield Park, Whitehorse, they trail South Belgrave now 2-2-14 to South Belgrave 4 straight 24. So,
wow.
Same scoring. I think I was about to say similar amount of scoring shots that quarter. Just South Belgrave, they've kicked pretty accurately. But just on this contest, I reckon Croydon North Emlock, they're going to what has been the scoring end or the attacking end of the ground in this quarter. They'll want to get on the scoreboard sometime soon because they have looked good in both aspects of the game, Jono.
As we see both teams out on the ground, of course, this week. Across multiple leagues and indeed the EFNL, it is Pat Cronin Foundation round. Over 50,000 players and 2,000 teams will take part in the round, including our Eastern clubs and players who will be wearing yellow armbands when they run out onto the field today and tomorrow. You can see. Let's look at Coldstream for a moment, and as we saw in the pre-game in the under-19s teams.
Sorry, boundary.
The medals were awarded. We'll talk a little bit later. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Just grabbing Matt, Coldstream's coach.
Okay, well,
Matt, you must be pretty pleased with that first half of footy. What's the message for the girls going into the final half?
Yeah, really pleased with the first half. You know, we spoke about wanting to create stoppages in our forward 50 for repeat looks at goal. We spoke about structure around the ball in terms of clearances, but it's been terrific. We want to put a 4-quarter performance together.
Thanks, Matt. All the best.
It is looking like that too. Just going back to the Pat Cronin Foundation medals, Blake, I'll go to you. Who do you reckon is deserving of that post-game medal for Coldstream?
For Coldstream point
at the moment.
At the moment, I think I think Hammond's been pretty good, but I think I'm going to go Ali Bowden and quickly Croydon North. I think Nat Laurie, of course.
Indeed. So let's go up then in the centre of the ground, and we'll start things off here in the second half. Coldstream kicking to the right of screen, as you can see, they're heading towards the paint of 50. Hewish was thrown off it, and then swap the numbers around. Flahive trying to get involved there as well. Nation, she's been absolutely fantastic getting involved there once more. Neil tried, played it, and then missed it. And so then the defensive effort comes out
boundary.
There. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Here with Croydon North Emlock coach Lumpy. That first half.
First half was very disappointing. We haven't been playing with what we've been playing with. I don't know what it is about coming down here, but they've got to pull their finger out and they've got to start playing our game of footy. So we've got to start getting in front. We're too far behind all the time when we're not picking the ball up.
Okay.
So we'll get there. We'll get there. It'll just take a little bit more longer, but that's all right.
Thanks very much, Lumpy.
It's back to the footy now. It's Goldsworthy gets a kick inside here for the KangaRams here. A good strong tackle there, early days here for the Rams here. Coldstream look to get a kick. That was a good kick there again there by Sharp. She's been lively early. The second quarter there. Ball's out, shifting away to the boundary here. It might get rushed away. It's still in. Players are still circling, and it will be a ball up here on the pocket here of Croydon North here.
Quick score updates in Division 2. Surrey Park lead Berwick at halftime 46-0. Kilsyth trail Waverley Blues 20-29 at halftime out there at Pink's Reserve.
Thanks for keeping us updated there as well. And it looks like the ball will be a ball up here. I think it's on the attacking. I think, yeah.
So we'll go up then, and the Rucks go at it. Behind the play there is Sharp. Sent it for
pushing the back.
Stark it was.
Pushing it back here. It's going to go to Coldstream.
Indeed.
Talduro.
So she gets it and kicks to a contest. Kick almost went for Neil there, and now the ball's at ground level. Nation's lurking. Stark gets the hand pass up. She's been absolutely fantastic. Stark and Bowden combining fantastically in the first half, and none more so than right now. Eyes tried. Neil now kicking forward. Now is Bartlett slammed in the back, but the umpire said he'll ball it up.
Another score update from Jubilee Park at halftime. Ringwood lead against Blackburn 3-1-19 to the Burners 2-5-17.
Pretty happy with that. It will be a fairly tight game, one would think. And things are starting to unravel here across the competition as we progress further here at 20-11 here on a Saturday morning. So Coldstream clear it. Was in the direction of Hammond. Hand pass came from Clausen, but immediately turned it over to Vander Westhuizen. One-on-one contest, was looking for Hay. Sophie Stark at ground level. Hand pass got up to Nation, though, back with Croydon North Emlock. And the umpire has put a stop to things. We'll have another ball up here.
So around the corner, about 16 metres out from the attacking goals here. As the umpire will ball it up here. So the two rucks going at it here. Again, they've been doing it all day, of course, here. Both teams here. With Larry Allen and, of course, Neil going at it in the ruck today heavily. As the Coldstream will get a free kick here. Plays on immediately. That was Gilda. Gilda gets a kick here into the middle of the ground here, down here at Hayley Supple. Just looking around here, and it's going to be a ball up in the middle of Hayley Supple Reserve here.
You think they're probably going with the same centre circle for the Eastland match they're around this afternoon, Blake?
No, I don't. I think they usually just keep the I think they use the second one and keep the men's one nice for when they come onto the ground.
We go up again. Stark is just all guns blazing at the moment. She picks up the ball, going for her captain in Chapel. Couldn't quite take the mark. In defence now is Hewer. She's absolutely everywhere at the moment. Now here's Cassandra Tucker, one of our first looks at her this afternoon. Moat had her kick smothered, and then Tucker again. Doesn't really look like a 70. It looks more like a duplicate number 10. Stark tried to put on the pressure. That's the Stark from Coldstream. Croydon North Emlock just peppering away, trying to find a way in. Moat, very clever. In fact, no, that's not Moat. That's Bowden. Dodged one, dodged two. Brilliant stuff there inside. Now, here was a chance for Browen. And it's a very, very hot ball at the moment. A hot potato, as the Wiggles would say. Neil got it to Tucker. And they hit the ground. Hay was buried underneath all that. We'll go for another ball up.
Another dad joke there, Jono.
Mine was better than yours, Blake.
Anyway, back to
Not much better.
hot potato. Anyway, the ball is hot
and he just went for it. That is confirmation.
Anyway, play on
fans.
here. We're inside the attacking 450 here. The ball gets out here, deep inside the 450 here.
It's unraveling out here at goal.
I think we need the media manager in to give you guys your medication.
No, I think he's pretty happy with our efforts.
Anyway, back to the football now. The Cougars look to attack here. They get a good clearance out here. And again, I think that's Rogers out here. Good strong kick there. Oh, he's now coming towards us on the van down here. Croydon Norfolk got play. Same to the Cougars here. Bowden's involved. And a tackle there again. That was by Mate.
So for me, we go back to the Pat Cronin medal conversation. We're just seeing Bowden absolutely everywhere for Coldstream, and then of course we've got Hewish, fantastic in defence and just about everywhere. She's just about at every contest, Blake.
Indeed as well. I'll get back to you quickly then. Nation gets a kick there. Goldsworthy again. She's probably in there as well, Jono. As Bowden picks up the ball, gets immediately tackled, and that is a great tackle there. And again, that was by Lahav.
Both benches fairly vocal at the moment too.
Which is good because it's a tight game here.
Up goes the footy. Lag away Allen, slapped it down in the direction of Stark. Ball almost sat there for Brow and she had to leave the contest behind. Moat gets involved there as well. It's cut off by Power, who goes to the centre of the ground in the Bartlett direction. She fell over and so did her opponent, who's got the Sharon buried underneath her. We're going to have a ball up there 60 metres from the right field.
Let's go quickly to Josh Warden, score centre.
Moorbark lead at half-time against Mitcham, 27-0 out at Heights Reserve.
Gee, so the... don't think the hangovers are all good there from Moorbark, so well done there.
Right in the centre of the ground, Coldstream got to try and find a way in and well and truly bury this game. Umpire blows his whistle. He's got a free kick going the way of Croydon North Hemlock. I think that might be it is.
It was improper disposal of the ball.
Goes across to Flahive. Third season at Croydon North Hemlock for her. Her teammate further afield was caught high as well. In fact, she didn't have it. So here's White. Sent it in the direction of -1 in Nation. Can she pick up the ball? Nope. Had it stolen by Duke. Duke then had it stolen by White. And we've got another stalemate on the outer side of the ground, Blake.
Score update quickly. Sorry to cut you off, Blake.
That's all good.
South Croydon against the Basin. They lead the Bulldogs 40-8 at halftime.
The Basin lead?
South Croydon lead.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the footy now in this game. Big strong kick there, the clearance ball here. 1-on-1 in the goal square. It's that name of Laurie involved here. She'll try to pick up the ball here, but she wasn't first to the footy there. Coldstream was there. And the ball will be wrapped up there. I think the first time I've seen today...
We have an injury on the field, number 6 for Coldstream.
She's getting up.
Ashley
Clausen there.
Or mainly just stunned then.
Brother of Riley there.
So you go to... Sister of Riley.
Sister of Riley, sorry.
So we can go to Mulgrave Reserve at halftime in the reserves between the Eastern Devils and North Ringwood. It is 33-9 as we go back here. And here's Bowden again, absolutely everywhere. Tackled by Goldsworthy. What does the umpire say?
Holding the ball.
Given a free kick to Croydon North Hemlock for holding the ball.
I think she's been second best.
Vander Westhuizen was the target, immediately intercepted by that Coldstream player who copped a knock. Clausen. Vander Westhuizen tried to advance, but it's fallen into the hands of Gilda, who sent it towards the painter 50. Here's Bowden again. Can she pick up? Nope, she's got help from her Coldstream teammates, as Croydon North Hemlock have done a very, very good job to somehow clear after all that. Ball almost felt there for White. Eyes getting involved. Holly White tried to get the ball back up after that contest, and the umpire's now taken it to the left of centre, about 80 metres from home for Croydon North Hemlock. Gilda gets the footy. Sends the hand pass off in the direction of Browen. Did really well. Inside paint now for Chappell. Didn't quite sit for her. Hewish is running in. Now here's a chance for Stark. Can load up here. Goes on the left. It's a bouncing footy. And it has gone through for a behind. A goal of the day contender goes begging from Sophie Stark. The only goal scorer today. As we head to the scoreboard, Coldstream 1-5-11 plays Croydon North Hemlock, one behind.
Indeed, Jono here. So I think the next goal here will be really crucial, I reckon, for both teams.
Still anyone's game.
It is. It is. The game is still alive down here at Hayley Supple Reserve. Big strong kick there that was going to Power. And the ball is now circling around near the clubhouse end down here at Coldstream. And the ball's going to be wrapped up here on looking closely at the... Geez, that was an aggressive throw. Well,
not happy.
Bowden was not happy there. She'll pick up the ball here as well and she'll get tackled.
Score update from Beaconsfield. East Ringwood lead against the Eagles 26-0 at half time.
Indeed here. So Bowden kicks the ball here. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch rule, of course. We might do this one, Jono. And that's going to be a Croydon North free kick here. They look to try and get onto the attack here, really, the KangaRams here. They desperately need a goal because that will be crucial for them as they try
boundary.
As we go boundary side to Kate Green.
Laurie's back on the field.
She is indeed.
And holding the ball, free kick going here of the Cougars.
Holding the ball decisions going very quickly, I feel.
Gilda gets a kick there. Who's going to fly? Goldsworthy involved here. She's been excellent. And a throw here that's going to go to the Cougars. So I think it's going to be a free kick and it's going to go to the vice-captain of Bella Rogers here. She bombs it inside the 450 arc to the Cougars here. Who's going to fly? No mark taken here, but the Rams can wrap it up and they go onto the attack here. But it's deep inside the Cougars 450 end.
I'm giving the... If I'm sort of in charge, I'm giving the medal instantly to Mon Hewish. She's copped an absolute beating today around at every single contest. A bit like Goldsworthy, but I think that Hewish just has the edge at the moment as we head back to this game. Stark comes around, the body on the left. The ball almost sat there for Browen, who had to kick it interestingly. It does go to the hot spot, though. Big chance here for Coldstream if they can get it out of the back of the rugby maul that formed just to the right of the goal square.
If they get a goal here, Coldstream, it probably will be a bit of a tough mountain to climb for Croydon North Lock to get back into this game.
Here's Moat, who just didn't decide to go around the body, went for Smith instead. Moat trying to get involved, she does. Laurie puts on the tackle. And here's a chance for Croydon North Lock through Power to clear things. She does indeed, but it's Stark who intercepts. A proven goal kicker in her own right. She goes to the hot spot and it's immediately turned over. The KangaRams to bring it back.
Yes, they will bring it back. The KangaRams here. Good intercept mark there, of course. The kick wasn't great. And it's going to go out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be the last touch. And it's going to go back to the Cougars here. Next goal is crucial, I reckon, for both teams. And it's looking more likely at the moment. And there's another mark taken. It is. Yes, it is. So it's going to... I thought the umpire called a mark there. But anyway, I'm not the umpire today. So the umpire just says, listen to me.
Five-time grand final umpire, but not at this stage.
Not at this stage, no. There you go. So guess my umpire cap is off today. Anyway, the umpire himself throws it up here. And it's going to look like it's going to be a ball up here. Deep inside the forward 50 arc here for the Cougars.
15 minutes gone as well, as we can turn our attention briefly to social media. About half an hour, folks. The teams of the week for last weekend have been released. So check that one out and see if one of your players made it as we restart play here. Duke went for Rogers. Dropped the mark and then picked it up and then got tackled by Vander Westhuizen. 49 from home, Josh Ward.
Quick score update from Fair Park and Bayswater. It's a 1-point lead to the Waters at half-time, 8-9 out there at Fair Park Reserve.
So here's Moat, who goes for home. It's bounced at right angles and gone through. There's your goal of the day. That is unbelievable. Indeed. Luck of the bounce, Angus Monfrey style in a showdown. Unbelievable stuff. 2-5-17. The home side Coldstream has put on the afterburners in terms of the scoreboard department, one behind just to Croydon North Lock. What an absolute super goal from Moat, I think it was.
I think that's definitely a goal of the day contender for, but that's a crucial goal there for Coldstream. They've had the territory these last 2 quarters, and now they're finally getting rewarded on the scoreboard. Can they continue it on though? That's the big question.
So we're inside. Like I said, Jono, that goal would be crucial now, because now Croydon North, they need 3 unanswered goals to get back the ledger here.
And
it looks like, sorry to cut you off there, Josh. 666 looks likely here, but the umpire will ball it up. Yeah, Josh, go on.
Oh, I was about to say, if Brittany Gretchen, Gabrielle Zapier were playing, I'd say that's definitely possible. It's still possible for Croydon North Hemlock. They're moving this ball forward, but if those 2 were playing, they could come from behind.
It's a different side without those 2 players, I would say.
Yeah.
Makes them a hell of a lot easier for the coach as well. So the umpire will ball it up here. We're just on the arc here of Croydon North, 450. They need the next goal. It's desperate times here for the KangaRams here. And it looks like there might be an injury maybe here for Goldsworthy. She's running off with a finger. If we can get Kate Green on that one. The ball looks around here.
Gentlemen, I'll just wait for the trainer to do the assessment then before I approach, okay?
No, that's all good, Kate. I was just saying about what the concern is. But anyway, Coldstream look around here. They look onto the other side wing here. Plays going at it, of course. Touched off the boot there for the KangaRams. Then the ball's looking like to be wrapped up here. It's just on the ground waiting and waiting. The umpire's doing the same thing as well here. But eventually now the Cougars get it out. They get a strong hand pass there as well. Hilda's involved there. And it's going to be wrapped up. And it's going to be ball up.
The initial call there was from the umpire to play it on. Appreciate how these umpires are just letting the play flow, because there's plenty of opportunities, especially like this one, to try and get to goal. Gilda was wrapped up. Umpire to put a stop to this one, though.
3/4 time score. Sorry to cut you off, Jono. At Cheong Park, South Croydon 11-4-70 to the Basin 2-1-13.
So 18 minutes and 40 seconds gone here in this 3rd term here on the Deakin University match of the round. Lauren van der West-Heisen had to leave it behind. Bartlett got involved there as well. A lot of defensive prowess from the Cougars here, and that's probably where they want it, inside the last minute here in the 3rd term here at Hully Supple. Tyson kicked it off the ground, was blocked somewhat by Bowden. Bowl Brown getting involved as well. Moat tried to get involved too. Laurie tried the kick and then failed, but they're still almost inside. Yes, they are now. Bowl Brown clever. Hand pass off the ground. Lagaway Allen immediately intercepted it. Hand pass was for Moat, and
dangerous kick.
They're kicking in danger, yes indeed. For the captain, Hannah Chappell. This is their 4th season at Coldstream. She got it off to Elle Bowden. One of the clear best on ground around the grounds as the siren sounds. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. 3/4 time here, 2-5-17. The Cougars leads the KangaRams 1 behind as we turn for home. The goal scorers, of course, Sophie Stark and Nicole Moat with easily the goal of the day as it bounced just absolutely perfect. There was nothing
you could do.
I don't think I've seen anything like it.
Yeah, I haven't
absolutely
seen it
fantastic.
In a long time. It was just a little bounce, but yeah, it was a good goal. That's what the Cougars needed. That
absolutely they did, and well, we're going to turn for home with one final break here in the broadcast of the Deakin University match of the round between Coldstream and Croydon North Hemlock. We'll be back with the final term right after this. Final term awaits us here at Halley-Supple Reserve. It is Coldstream and Croydon North Hemlock doing battle in the Division 3 match of the round, thanks to Deakin University. My name is John O'Ven, joined by Kate Green, who will go down to straight away.
Okay, Lumpy. Yes. Last 3 quarters have been a bit of a shocker. What's the message going forward?
Well, we've just got to start playing the way we've been training, which we haven't been. Last quarter, we sort of got back into the game, but we've just got to get a score on the board. That's our problem. We just got to get through those big sticks.
So you think that score on the board would give them a bit more confidence?
Yeah, a bit more confidence, and you've got to remember we've got a side of new girls that haven't played together, so we're just starting to build it properly, and it'll take a little bit more time.
Thanks, Lumpy. All the best for the last quarter.
Thanks, Katie. Bye.
Thanks to Glenn Murray, as always, there. And I'm also joined by Blake Tennant and Josh Ward, who has a score update of his beloved Surrey Park Panthers.
Well, I've got a couple of score updates. First up, at Heights Reserve, Millbark lead at three-quarter time, 36-0. So you'd expect them to go 3-0 to start the season. And indeed, a score out at Surrey Park. They've finally conceded a goal. They still lead 11-7-73 to 1-1-7 out there at Surrey Park. So they might finally have a percentage, Jono.
Three-quarter time out at the... I was going to say out at the pouch, but in fact, no, it's out at Holm Park Reserve. Beaconsfield and East Ringwood doing battle there in Division 1. And Beaconsfield trail 58-0. Let's go back down to the boundary.
I'm here with Coldstream's Matt. Great 3 quarters. What's the message for this last quarter?
Yeah, it felt like that was a quarter of, 2 halves, actually. I felt like we were probably on the back foot for the early part of that quarter, and then we were able to get it back this sentence. Our way, so really what we want to do is we want to make our structures right the first part of this quarter, try and put the game to bed. But you know what, we know we want to play a 4-quarter effort.
Thanks, Matt. All the best.
North in defensive 50. Hewish. It's in a struggling North outfit. Has been an absolute shine. Back inside for Abby Brown. Spent a couple of seasons. Ferntree Gully. And she went to Nicole Moat. And she's in a team with a few of her Coldstream teammates playing social basketball in a team aptly named We Play Football.
And basketball background.
Indeed. Social basketball background, we'll say.
I think we're watching a game of footy.
Is that a Monk Sport Mate nomination?
Absolutely.
3-quarter time.
We are watching a game of footy, Kate, but to be honest, these are facts that we have, readily available to us thanks to Play HQ. So it's nice to have a fact other than footy every now and then.
3-quarter time score out at Pinks Reserve. Kilsyth trail Waverley Blues 26-37. Good game out there.
So the ball is now egging away here, and it's going to be balled up again inside the forward 50 arc here. Attacking 50 of the Cougars here. Can we see Croydon North get on the scoreboard today? They've been really pressing hard, but it's all been the home team here. As the ball gets around here, and the KangaRams get a full kick in here, taking a good mark there, taking it there. That was by Nation. She's been pretty good too, I would say. Nation kicks the ball. Who will fly? Gilda's involved there, same as Bartlett. Gilda's going back again there. There's a chain of handballs here, and it gets tackled there. That was by Gilda again. She's been superb as well for the Cougars. The ball was bounced here, both ruckmen. Neil got the hit out there. And looks like a hold. It will be a hold, and it's going to go to Stark. Jeez, if that was the other team, that would have been 25, but lucky that wasn't. So Stark gets a short inboard kick here, and it's a good mark taken there. That was by Brown.
Just quickly, Blake, a 3-quarter time score at Springfield Park. South Belgrave lead 30-16 out there.
Thank you. Josh Ward. The ball gets marked. Good intercept mark taken there. That was by Gossip, I think it is here. So Gossip plays on here. Big strong kick there, and it's taken a good mark there by the Rams here. They slung the game down to here. They need to get a score going here by the KangaRams here. And a good mark taken again. That was by Clawson. Clawson plays on, kicks the ball inside the 450. Great mark taken there. That was by Bowden. Bowden plays on immediately. Who's going to fly? Mark! Yes, that is a mark taken for the Cougars here.
A big mark too.
I think it's Stark.
No,
Brown.
No, it's Brown. So
Brown. So Brown can line up here and kick the Cougars. Third of the day here. She lines up. This will be a good afternoon for the Cougars if they can get up here. Lines up. Kick is on its way. It's there. It's a goal. And it's perfect there, done there. And that's, I think that might be game and set and match. I would say there, Abby Brown kicks the goal there. And that moves the score to Coldstream 3-5-23 to Croydon North, 1 behind.
Well, I think it is sort of safe to go the early crow here.
Yeah.
I think,
it's been an unfortunate result for Croydon North Hemlock.
Yeah, but they're still going to grow and get better.
They're pressing hard. They're pressing hard, so it's good to see.
Yeah, but for Coldstream, it's a bit of a breakthrough victory potentially out here. There's still, I think, 15 minutes left, but it's an even bigger mountain to climb for the KangaRams.
And further to the We Play Football basketball team, you've also got Nicole Moat and Kate Telgero in there. Browen, of course, scored 130 points last season. Incredible stuff. And she's got 6 points of her own today. This play restarts here. And it's a Coldstream ball to win, but Natalie Laurie's in there hard. And so is Vander Westhuizen.
Encouragement here by both teams. Really good to see.
Indeed. A lot of vocal benches, which is great as well. Slagaway Ellen got the tap down on this occasion, and the ball sits for guess who? Elle Bowden. And I think the floodgates have opened. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate.
Number 20, Goldworthy for Croydon Hemlocks back on the field after some medical management.
Thank you. So back to the game, and they've got a shot on goal here.
Point.
It's been drifting to the left, and they have another behind the Cougars. 3-6-24 lead, one straight behind here in the Deakin University match of the round.
Let's go to the score, Sam, with Josh Ward.
Three-quarter time at Jubilee Park. Blackburn lead 5-8-38 to Ringwood 31-19.
Perfect. Thank you, Josh. Scores man for today and special comments as well.
Oh, thank you, Blake.
And kicks the ball. Big afternoon for you, Josh, anyway. Kicks the ball here for the Cougars here. And that's a hold. Has to be. Yep, that is a hold. I called that. So there you go, Jono.
There you are. There you are. 5 times.
So Bella Rogers here, vice captain for Coldstream, can just bomb along inside the 450. And it's a mark taken to Croydon North. And it might be a cramp here. Uh-oh. Getting up very, very slow.
Boundary.
Let's go to Kate Green.
It was actually the way she landed, a bit of a stunner.
So Hewish now, a bit wounded there, but she can play it out here.
Well deserving of the best on points. I'll say it time and time again. Yeah, absolutely fantastic boarding.
Yeah, anyway, Bowden gets a mark here. Again, the Cougars looking likely to get a score on here to finish off their day here. Big strong looking kick here. Who's going to fly? Gets touch off the boot.
Nearly sat for Sophie Stark there.
And she just intercept mark there, taken by Bartlett. That's Casey.
She just stretched out the arms and thought she was getting it for a second, and fair enough too if the wind sort of took it.
So Bartlett plays on immediately, tries to look for the goals wavy direction, couldn't get there. And the ball is going to be wrapped up right in front of us here in the box here, the media van. Thanks for listening on. We are listening on Facebook or YouTube or watching live, of course. And it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to the Cougars. Lagery Allen, I think she's been pretty competed in the ruck today. So
she has been, so they'll go inside 50. Croydon North Hemlock, though, showing promise for Hive. Had it and then dropped it. Umpire to restart things here. 50 from home. Lugaway Allen slapped it down. Laurie collected it off the deck. Got a bit of space ahead of her. Elects to kick.
Laurie for Croydon North Hemlock's been brilliant.
She has indeed, and speak of the devil, she gets it again in the direction of White, I think it is. Gossip hit the deck. They come back up. It's 55 from Croydon North Hemlock's goal. We'll do it all again. Up goes the ball. Allen comes into frame. Something a little bit different there. Gilder in the ruck, I believe it was. And now here's Lagaway Allen in the ruck. Clausen.
Throwing the magnets around it, possibly, Jono.
Indeed, fair enough too. Now, I guess is a good time to experiment somewhat. Sophie Stark tried to come out of the blocks there. Gilder kicked up the footy. Went sideways to Bowden. Can she take the mark? Almost intercepted by Van der Westhuizen. Here's a chance here for Croydon off Hemlock. Open space here. The skipper can get her own ball. Tackled the opponent. Now here's a chance here for Tucker. Has the umpire paid a free kick, and where's it going? It's going to Croydon North Hemlock.
She did kick the goal. She kicked the goal.
No advantage.
Oh dear. So there you go.
So it's going to go
Misty Lee Stark.
It is indeed. Yeah. So one Stark for the home team has got a goal, and this is exactly what Lumpy wanted. Just a goal to stabilise things and boost the confidence. It's well short, although it's almost marked inside the goal square. And the umpire to ball things up. Now, this is where things can go really well or really badly for Croydon North Hemlock. They've just got to hold on to it. Up goes the ball. Goldsworthy gets in ruck. Tried to fall behind it. Gilder trying to get involved. On hands and knees there is Telgero. Tried to get the hand pass out. And now Croydon North Hemlock might possibly lose this as the ball will come in again. And a chance went begging. A very key chance there.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
For Coldstream, number 36.
Sorry,
Bowden is...
Oh, sorry, Kate. Free for her behind. Yeah, go on, Kate.
36 for Bowden for Coldstream's coming off to get some medical trainer management.
Yeah. She's probably worked really hard and probably deserves a spell for the rest of the day.
So Pickard plays on in the general sort of things there for the Cougars. And now ball is circling around. That's a good tackle. The umpire wanted to call that. He did. And he knew it. And he just... Yep. So the umpire can throw it up here. Two girls going at it. Same old ruckman. Been pretty good here. And the ball's going to be circling along. There's going to be a ball up here. Just on the paint line here, I reckon. Down here for the Croydon North attacking 450 here. They competed really well. The ball's going to be circling around here. Who's going to fly? Great intercept mark taken there was by Power. Power does a short kick to Goldsworthy. This will cap off her tremendous day. Great tackle. Really good there by Clausen. That was terrific tackle. Unreal. There. Pressure everywhere there.
It feels really set up here for Coldstream to launch into attack. But Croydon North Hemlock, as strong as they have been in defence, the scoreboard doesn't quite represent their defensive efforts.
Yeah,
because they've been incredibly strong, Wardy.
They have been remarkably strong. Just they haven't made any opportunity easy for Coldstream whenever they've gone into attack, and equally for Coldstream as well. For Croydon North or Croydon North Hemlock's chances haven't been made easy as well.
3-6-24 plays two behinds, as you can see. Coldstream going to their first victory of the year. That was probably a holding free kick on Caitlin Sharp there. And here's Sharp again. Almost kicked the ball into her favour. Eyes getting involved there as well. Here's Goldsworthy to potentially mark the ball, except it would have been too short. A team tackle wraps up that Cougar in the captain, Hannah Chappell. fantastic in her captaincy today. She's been. As Croydon North Hemlock inch ever so closely. The umpire's going to put a stop to it again.
They're pressing hard here, the KangaRams.
Not long to go here. They are pressing hard indeed. Nolan Hewish goes around the body to the goal place. Mark was almost taken there by Bartlett. Now here's a big chance. Sophie Stark in defence. The Magnets have definitely shifted. Goldsworthy picked up the ball, tackled by Stark. And we'll go to the top of the goal square. Another chance here for Croydon North Hemlock. You can see just in frame, Lauren van der West Huizen tries to get involved there. Well, she was involved, and now here's Power, who went for home. It's gone through!
There we go.
Bianca Power breaks through for Croydon North Hemlock. They go to 1-2-8 to 3-6-24. And a well-deserved goal for someone who's worked really hard in her 20th game. Third season at Croydon North Hemlock. She's also a netballer. And she gets that well-needed goal.
It is great to see her get on the scoreboard. And Croydon North Hemlock too get on the scoreboard. They've pressed hard in this final quarter and get a bit of a reward for effort. Kate Green, boundary side.
Bowden's going back on the field after just doing some stretching for cramps in the calf.
Third quarter time score out of Fair Park Reserve, by the way. Fair Park leads 16-14. And Bayswater have kicked 1 goal 8 in that contest.
Thank you, Warriors. We're up to the dying stages, you would think, here. Don't know if we've got the clock on us right now, but anyway, Croydon North.
Clock check, Wardy. Clock check.
Anyway, ball gets circled around here, and it's going to be kind of like a ball up here, you would expect. It's just a bit of moving the ball here, as you can tell. And Laurie's involved there. She's been terrific early days. Probably the whole day, I would say. It's going to be ball up.
15.5 minutes gone.
So 5 minutes to go into this dying stage of this last quarter. The Cougars will probably get their first win of the year. They can hang on here. This will be superb for Coldstream. Could kickstart their season after a big win here. Good chain of hand passes here by the Rams, and that's going to be out on the full. So Coldstream will look to get back in the attack here. And looks like it's going to be Stacey Gilder who's going to bring proceedings back into the game here. So Gilder plays on. A short inboard kick here. Who's going to fire? Doesn't get there. Bowden's involved. She'll try get this. Neil, involved too. She's been terrific in the ruck as well. And good strong there. I thought she dropped that then, but I did see it. Apparently not. And the ball's going to be dropped. The ball there, I reckon, again. It's just a little bit of a, again, kick there by Coldstream here.
Chance for Stark, left it.
Yep. So here we go. Trying to hit the ball here inside. Corson's involved there. She's been terrific, and she'll get oh no, she won't. And it looks like a cramp here to Corson by the looks of it. Oh no, gets straight back up.
Good sportsmanship also from Bianca Power.
Yep.
She'll take the free kick.
So Power will try to play on here. So
that was a bit eccentric, the pronunciation there.
So Power plays on. And Bowden kicks up. And Kate Green.
Clawson looks like she's got cramps in the calf. Yeah. Yep, she has.
I could see it too. So at least we got some good eyes between each other here, Kate, which is good. So well done to you. Anyway, ball gets, and it's going to be a ball up here.
So Duke buried underneath all that. As we turn for home here in the final minutes.
2.5 minutes left.
2.5 minutes.
Thanks to
it is
Josh Ward, our timekeeper.
Nation.
We haven't paid him, so it's good.
Went for Hay. Nation again was held without it. Van der Westhuizen getting in and around the contest. Puts a strong tackle on her opponent. In fact, no, it was Bianca Power, the goal scorer for Croydon North Hemlock. Here's the Hive. Another ball up ensues. Nation gives it back. We'll do it again. So Croydon North Hemlock, they did learn a few key things today against one of the best teams in Division 4 last year. One of the best players today, Bowden, as Kate said, has come back onto the ground.
Oh, she stood off her mark there.
Yeah, she's still cramping. You can see it in the way she's handling herself.
So Bowden launches a big kick deep inside, big pack of players. Nobody in particular flew, but Brown's around the contest. Now getting the ball there is Rogers, dispossessed. Great smother there from Hewish. It's 31 and 32 going to battle there at ground level.
Let's go.
Probably one of the best players in Division 3 already, Mon Hewish, even in the early stages of this game. Deserves the votes.
She does. Got our first final score from around the ground. Moorbark have defeated Mitcham 6-8-44 to Mitcham 2-1-13 out there at the Heights.
Grand final rematch and Moorbark prevail there.
They're 3-0.
3-0.
Heck of a contender.
In a new division as well for Moorbark. Great transformation there for the mighty Mustangs
chance for Gilda.
I was intercepted there by Laurie. She's been superb. I reckon she's going to be my middle pick, I reckon, Jono. I know you're heavily going on Hewish, but I reckon Laurie has been superb.
Ditto for Laurie.
I'm with Blake as well.
Yeah.
Hewish has been good, but Laurie is just...
She's just been the general down back, which is...
a brick wall.
If she wasn't there, I feel like there might be a fair few goals to the Cougars, in my opinion. So, anyway, here. Ball is circling around here for KangaRams here. Ball's again on the... Kicks it away, short one here. A lot of Cougars jumpers involved here, trying to knock the ball around here. And it's just circling around here. The umpire's trying to ball it up here, but he can't. Eventually the ball gets cleared around inside the Cougars ball 50. Pushing the back there, no call there. Siren sounds, and that is full-time scores here at Hayley Supple Reserve. Coldstream get their first win in their new division, in Division 3 here. They ran out victories 3-6-24 to Croydon North Hemlock 1-2-8. Jono, do you want to go through the goal scorers for the match?
Yes, indeed. So Sophie Stark kicked things off in the first half, followed by Nicole Moat, easily the goal of the day, folks. Yeah. And then, of course, it was Bianca Power who finished off things in the scoring department for this morning's game. Now, stick around, of course, we will have the post-game presentation. And hopefully Kate will get that for us as we wait for the players to come in. We can see the Surrey Park. I believe they've got a Resi's game coming up this afternoon before the main event this afternoon.
The reserves as outcome the Coldstream reserves now. But yes, it's the Coldstream and Surrey Park senior reserves line up in the senior game. As we've mentioned throughout the broadcast, it is the Eastland match of the round. And don't forget to tune into that. Stick around on the Facebook and YouTube stream. And it'll also be on 98.1 Radio Eastern FM from 1:15, Jono.
Boundary, I'm just quickly grabbing Matt.
Let's go down to the
Matt,
boundary.
Congratulations on the win. And your thoughts?
Thanks, Kate. I thought it was a really good performance from the girls. I thought both sides competed really hard in that last quarter, but pleasing to come away with a win.
Congratulations. All the best for next week.
Thank you.
All the best indeed. It's great to chat with Matt this morning, and indeed post-game as the players will come in for the post-game.
Surrey Park, the reserves are also out onto the ground, and both the reserves and seniors will be wearing their clutch strip, the old Surrey Hills jumper, which is similar but still different from the Montrose jumper. Blake, settle down.
As the old saying goes, keep your eye on the red and the blue, but Surrey Park, if they win this afternoon, they won't be singing that song, much to the chagrin of Blake Tennant.
Okay, Boundary, I've just got Lumpy with me here. Lumpy, tough day.
Yeah, tough day at the thing, but it was good to see him actually improve. So once we get better and we get more cohesive, we'll actually be all right. So you'll get there slowly.
You did get that goal that you were wishing for.
Oh, well, we prayed for it. Yeah, we prayed for it. We really wanted it. But, no, it was good. They actually fought it out, so it's good.
Thanks very much,
worries,
Lumpy.
Katie. Thank you.
All the best for next week, mate.
No worries.
So big thanks to Glenn Lumpy Murray for his chats this afternoon. And as we can probably see, Croydon North Hemlock are headed back to the sheds after an unfortunate result for them. Doesn't look like we've got any post-game presentations But we do have, though, the final score, of course. It was 3-6-24 Coldstream. And I think it was 1 straight 4. I think it's gone.
I think it was 1-2 or 1-3-9.
Yeah, so
yes.
A fantastic effort from both teams. Coldstream still in the middle. I don't know if they've awarded the medal. It doesn't look like they have, but a fantastic effort. We'll keep an eye out on social media for the winners of those medals across the board, wherever you're watching this, and across every club that you support. Blake, thanks very much for joining me, mate.
No, it's a pleasure, mate. You know, we've done a fair few games now, Jono. It's always good to have a good call with you as well. So incredible. Looking forward to the next game of this. It'll be an absolutely good game, but this one was a superb game as well. Coldstream get their first win in their new division, which is incredible for the club here. Hopefully the men's side can also win. It'll be a huge day for the Coldstreamers. They've got the past players day as well, so it's going to be a huge day down here at Hayley Supple.
Massive day down here indeed. Josh, as always, thanks very much for joining us, mate.
Always a pleasure, and it's great to be out here at Coldstream Reserve. But, a pretty decent contest, and congrats to the Cougars as well, getting their first win in Division 3 for 2024.
Don't forget, for all things women's footy, you can tune in to our podcast. Thanks to Deakin University, it is female footy focused. A little bit later on next week, you'll hear that wherever you get your podcasts. But until next time, I've been John O'Ven, joined by Blake Tennant, and on the special comments chair was Josh Ward. Until next time, we will wait, because Kate will go down to Kate.
There's just a little bit of confusion with both teams. They were told that there was going to be a bit of a presentation, and they're not really sure what's happening. But then again, we've got the reserves game about to start. So that's where things stand at the moment, guys.
Indeed.
Sorry, we don't know anything any more than that.
Indeed. So I think with that in mind, we might wrap things up then. As I said, I've been John O'Van, joined by Blake Tennant and Josh Warden on behalf of LKLM Media and the EFNL Media team. Until next time, it's bye for now.